Hi everyone, we are here in Hawaii to get our very first look at the 2024 Toyota Tacoma. Now it might seem a little extra to come all the way out here for just a first look, but you underestimate the importance of the mighty Taco. Think of this sort of like Toyota's F-150. Actually, make this more important because the Tacoma takes up 39% of the midsize truck segment, whereas the F-150 only does like 32 in the full size. Needless to say, this is an important model for Toyota, and it has come correct with no less than 8 trims, a new hybrid powertrain, and a few returning features that really offer some great fan service. Let's check it out. Alright, so how about we start with the looks. Now the new Tacoma does sit on the same platform as the Tundra and Sequoia, and as you'd expect, that means a bunch of familiar family styling resemblance. You see that in these squinty headlights and these covered up intakes on this TRD Sport model, but it's still recognizably Taco Town. You've got a narrower body, you have shorter overhangs that really emphasize the Tacoma's adventure-ready attitude. In fact, Toyota's California-based Calty Design Center refers to the design language of this officially as Badass Adventure Machine. So peep that big hexagonal grille up front. How about these chunky wheel wells? You've also got the slotted LED taillights in the back that look a lot like the Tundra. Like I said, it's a very familiar feel. It's Tacoma but evolved, a lot more modern, taking styling cues that are important from its big brother and blending them into a truck that feels fresh and new. Under the skin, Toyota has improved the Tacoma's structural integrity with a new, stronger box steel ladder frame. So did we mention the return of the two-door? Yes, it is back. Folks wanting a two-door truck have had precious few choices these last few years, so if you want it, Toyota's got it. There are no less than 8 trims, including SR, SR5, Limited, and 4 different TRD models. Rear leaf springs continue on the SR, SR5 Extra Cab, and TRD Pre-Runner. Higher up trims gain a new multi-link coil setup, however. Toyota has also ditched the rear drum brakes, equipping all Tacomas with discs, and there are even larger front and rear rotors based on trim. There's big news under the hood too, as Toyota expectedly gets rid of that old V6. Now in its place is a 2.4-liter turbo 4-cylinder, Toyota's new workhorse, and it produces a few different horsepower and torque figures depending on the trim. So in the base model, you've got 228 horsepower and 243 pound-feet of torque, and that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Other trims bump that up to 278 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque, again going through the 8-speed auto. So remember that bit of fan service we were talking about earlier? Yeah, that's because the 6-speed manual is back. So you do lose 8 horsepower and 7 pound-feet of torque, but on the flip side, you get auto rev matching and an anti-stall feature. So that actually makes Toyota the manufacturer that offers the most manual transmission models anywhere. Popping into the interior, you still have a very rugged feel with this very blocky rock cliff of a dashboard. You've got a 14-inch touchscreen here. There is an 8-inch on lower trims. Down here, there is a wireless charging pad that keeps your phone upright. I'm not sure how I feel about that because it does mean more distractions. But ideally, with this nice little rubber clip here, your phone's actually going to keep contact, so at least it'll continue charging, which is more than I can say for a lot of other wireless chargers out there. You also got easy-to-use toggle switches over here, big chunky rotary dials for the climate control, making it easy to use whether you're off-road. There's also this removable JBL speaker in the dashboard, which is a really cool, funky, adventurous kind of touch in the new Tacoma. Needless to say, this is a very early prototype, so I'm not going to comment on any of the plastics in here, but based on the design alone, this is a much more modern, much more comfortable space. Another of the trims that Toyota has at this new reveal is this, the Fancy Pants Limited trim of the 2024 Toyota Tacoma. Now, as you can see, there is a liberal splashing of chrome all over the place. Something you probably can't see is the new variable suspension system that's underneath, and also power steps. Excellent stuff. Now, this limited model comes with the iForce Max, which is the hybrid model, and it pairs a 48 horsepower electric motor into the 8-speed automatic transmission casing, and you end up with 326 horsepower and a massive 465 pound-feet of torque. Now, Toyota likes to point out that that's almost double the peak torque of the last V6. So, progress, it's a great thing. Now, what you're looking at here is the returning TRD Pro. Now, this rough and tumble, top-of-the-line model continues to offer fast off-road equipment, including the latest Fox Quick Switch 3 adjustable internal bypass shocks. The TRD Pro crowns the lineup, and it sits a full 2 inches higher than the SR5, and it's 3 inches wider. The TRD Pro also comes standard with the new hybrid powertrain, and it also features, of course, some rugged, unique styling cues, like an ARB rear metal bumper, this TRD aluminum skid plate up front, and 33-inch all-terrain tires. Inside the TRD Pro is a unique dampened seat, which Toyota is calling the Isodynamic Performance Seat. Now, the goal here is, well, to dampen body movements and keep the driver's head level so they can focus on the task ahead. It's adjustable to the driver's preferences and their size and weight using these toggles back here. It looks wicked cool, and we can't wait to see how it performs out in the wild. Speaking of wild, say hello to Trailhunter. So Toyota debuted this trim as a concept last year, and it's making production next year with the Tacoma for 2024. Now, this straight from the factory Overlander comes equipped with a whole bunch of unique features. Now, it has the iForce Max powertrain, just like the TRD Pro, but it has unique shocks that Toyota has co-developed with ARB. So up top, it has a high mount air intake, and down below, it's got 33-inch all-terrain tires. It also features a whole smattering of extra gear like a metal rear bumper, a bed utility bar, and an available bed rack. And it includes its own unique bronze design features that really set it apart. I don't know about you, but I think this looks pretty damn cool up here like this. The 2024 Toyota Tacoma will arrive before the end of the year, with the iForce Max model showing up early next year. Based on our brief time with this quartet, Toyota's done a great job modernizing the package in a segment that has seen a whole bunch of new metal lately. We'll see if it holds on to that 39%.